From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down, Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on first down, Drake again. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And some room to roam now. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch 14, watch 14.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. To throw here, Dalton. Incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Heavy.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First and 10 for Dalton. Caught Eifert over the middle. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 36 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Go, on the ball! On the ball!
They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to Mixon. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Pull it good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. To throw on second down is Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. The tackle that time by William Hayes.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On 1st down, Drake. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
on second down. Here's Tannehill. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope to the offense. Maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
Here's Tannehill, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A pitch out to Drake. Room here to run. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, you got three. Move. Heavy. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. William Hayes in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tannehill now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Zebra. Tiger. Play.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Here you go. We're good. 368.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
Lead.
Move.
Side.
5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2.
Hot.
Dalton here from the gun. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Heavy.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Parker the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Dalton sets up play action. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Hey, 20, 30.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Here's Tannehill. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking that time for Stills. That'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Tannehill now. He's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run with Drake. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Go, zero, zero, zero. Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there. Tannehill now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10. Counter play, Drake, and he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On second down, it's Drake. And some space here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. they'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Nice. Lady!
Watch the curl!
Yeah, watch it. Nice.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 27. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at about the 32.
4 down, check.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Mixon with a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On the ball! On the ball!
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
Break it. Hey.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now Dalton. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as he'll come up and go for 2. Dalton now to pass. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start the drive with Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, 20.
3 down. Hey, check.
Zero.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Still's the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now Tannehill, he'll buy some time right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 20.
We're good.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Again, it's Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Play action here with Dalton. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They go 368. 368. Nice.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And that's complete. It's Green here. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. To the right side, complete to Miller. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. He belted that thing, a leg of steel, and an even 70 yards on the punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And down he'll go at the 25. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Second down, Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city,